Have you ever wondered how a tiny microscopic cell manages to support life? Picture this. An entity so small yet so powerful, it forms the foundation of every living organism on Earth. From the tiniest of bacteria to the largest of whales, every life form owes its existence to these minute marvels. Isn't it fascinating to think about the mysteries these cellular powerhouses hold? How do they function and what roles do they play in sustaining life? If so, you're in the right place to uncover this microscopic world. Scene script. Imagine a bustling factory. Now shrink that factory down to a microscopic level. That's a cell. The cell, like a factory, is a hub of activity where numerous processes occur simultaneously. Each part of this tiny factory has a specific role that ensures the cell functions effectively, just like the different departments in a factory. At the heart of our cell factory, we have the nucleus. The nucleus is the control center of the cell, managing all operations. It holds the blueprint for the cell, our DNA, much like a factory manager who oversees the entire production process. Next, we have the mitochondria, the power plants of our cell factory. They generate energy by breaking down nutrients, just like a factory's power plant that generates electricity to keep all machines running. Then there are the ribosomes, the cell's assembly lines. They follow instructions from the nucleus to build proteins, which are the cell's products. Picture a factory assembly line where workers assemble parts according to the instructions they've been given. The endoplasmic reticulum, often abbreviated as ER, is like the cell's transportation system. It's a network of tubes that transport proteins and other materials from one part of the cell to another, similar to a factory's conveyor belts. The Golgi apparatus, or the cell's shipping department, receives these proteins from the ER, modifies them, and then sends them to their final destinations. It's like the department in a factory that packages finished products and ensures they reach the right customers. Last but not least, there's the cell membrane, the security of our cell factory. It controls what enters and leaves the cell, maintaining a stable internal environment. It's like the factory gate that only allows authorized personnel and materials to pass through. So, there you have it. A cell is a microscopic factory, with various departments working hand in hand to ensure smooth operation. Each part has its unique function, and their combined efforts allow the cell to thrive and perform its role in the body. Just like a factory, every part of the cell has a role, working together to keep the cell alive. Picture a city with a well-built wall around it. That's the cell membrane. Now imagine this wall has a crucial role, not just an ornamental one. It's the sentry, the gatekeeper, the protector of the city. It's the cell membrane's job to ensure the cell's safety, just like the city wall. Just as the city wall allows the entry and exit of people, the cell membrane regulates what comes in and out of the cell. It's selective, careful, ensuring only the right substances pass through. Picture the cell membrane as a bustling checkpoint, where nutrients are welcomed in while waste products are given a firm goodbye. The cell membrane isn't just a static wall though, it's dynamic, constantly changing, adapting to the cell's needs. It's an intricate balance, a carefully choreographed dance of substances entering and leaving. As the city wall controls who enters and leaves, so does the cell membrane. Think of the busiest power plant you can imagine. That's the mitochondria. This dynamic organelle is the cell's personal power station, working tirelessly to generate the energy that fuels all cellular activities. But how does it do this? The mitochondria are masters of transformation. They take in nutrients, break them down, and turn them into energy. This energy is stored in a form called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. Think of ATP as the cell's currency, used to power everything from movement to cell division. But the mitochondria's role doesn't stop there. They also assist in controlling the cell's growth and cycle. They even play a part in cell death, a process called apoptosis. So while the mitochondria might be small, their role is mighty. They ensure the cell has the energy it needs to function and thrive. Much like a power plant fuels a city, mitochondria fuel the cell. Scene script. Consider a city's town hall, where all decisions are made. That's the nucleus. The nucleus, the cell's command center, is like the town hall of a city. The town hall is where a city's critical decisions are made. It's where the laws are drafted and the city's course is charted. Similarly, the nucleus is where the cell's destiny is determined. It's the decision-making center, holding the reins of the cell's function and development. But how does the nucleus do this? Well, it's all about the DNA. The nucleus houses the cell's DNA, the blueprint of life. Like how the city's laws and regulations are stored at the town hall, the DNA in the nucleus holds the instructions for every protein and molecule that the cell will ever need to make. This DNA is not merely stored, it's actively read and translated into RNA, which then leaves the nucleus to instruct the rest of the cell. It's like the city's laws being implemented by the town hall staff, ensuring every part of the city functions as it should. The nucleus is also responsible for controlling cell reproduction. It decides when a cell will divide and ensures that the DNA is accurately copied and evenly distributed to the new cells. It's like a town hall planning for the city's expansion, making sure every new neighborhood has the necessary facilities and follows the city's regulations. Like a town hall directs a city, the nucleus directs the cell. So, we've explored the bustling world of the cell. Just as a factory hums with activity, so does a cell. It's a place where numerous processes happen simultaneously, each integral to the survival and growth of the organism. We've likened the cell to a factory, and it's easy to see why. The cell and a factory both have different departments, each performing a unique function, and all these departments work together harmoniously to ensure smooth operations. The cell membrane, the intricate wall of our cellular factory, is not just a barrier, but a gatekeeper. It decides what enters and leaves, maintaining balance and protecting the cell from harmful substances. Much like the security at a factory's gates, the cell membrane assures that everything runs smoothly and safely. And then we have the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Providing energy much like a factory's power generator, the mitochondria create the fuel cells need to function. They convert nutrients into energy, powering everything from movement to growth, keeping our cellular factory running at peak efficiency. But what's a factory without a control center? The nucleus, the cell's command center, holds the genetic blueprint for the cell. It guides all cellular activities just as a factory manager oversees operations, ensuring everything goes according to plan. Remember, each part of the cell plays a significant role in its function. It's a world of complexity and coordination, where every element has a purpose. The membrane protects, the mitochondria energize, and the nucleus directs. Together, they create a harmonious system that keeps life ticking along. The cell is not just a simple blob of protoplasm, but a sophisticated microcosm of activity. It's a testament to the beauty and complexity of life itself, a marvel of nature that we carry within us in countless numbers every moment of our lives. The complexity and coordination of the cell truly make it a marvel of nature. Thanks for joining this microscopic journey with us.